Social media has a lot of you guys thinking that it's normal to find someone with $150,000 salary a year that's going to pay all your bills while you sit at home, order on fucking Amazon, take care of the kids, cook 5-course meals, knowing damn well all you know how to do is cook ramen and make cereal and just talk shit on social media all day. That's not realistic. It's not normal. Okay? Even though some of your faves do that, a lot of them, I guarantee you, is putting on a facade. Oh, my bad, y'all. I was just listening to my latest single, I Needed Love. Go stream it on all streaming platforms with my Raycons, all right? If y'all don't already know, this video is sponsored by Raycon. I've been sponsored by Raycon on this channel before, and I absolutely love their everyday earbuds, okay? If y'all out here using other earbuds and you're tired of them dying in literally 30 minutes, go get you guys some Raycons. Unbelievable battery life, affordability, and comfortability that cannot be beat. Raycons are your next unbeatable purchase. I've been using my Raycons daily ever since I got them, and I guarantee you, if you get you a pair of Raycons, you will not be sorry. They're literally some of the best earphones I've ever gotten, and I recommend everybody to get them. Like, literally, I've been telling everyone to get them. I've been getting them for gifts for people. I got my parents some Raycons. Like, literally, they are phenomenal. If you guys want to try them, definitely head down to the link in my description and or my pinned comment to try them today. Also, don't forget that if you use my links or my codes down below, you will be able to get 20% off your order. Shout outs to those of you guys who have already tried Raycons, and shout outs to Raycon for sponsoring this portion of my video. So as you guys can tell by the title, I'm here to deliver part 2 of BS that social media has tricked us into believing. All right, now you guys seem to genuinely enjoy part 1, and I literally have been inspired into creating a whole series dedicated to literally the nonsense that influencers try to make us believe is true. Especially as someone who is a full-time influencer, I'm going to have a field day in exposing the lies, all right? So honestly, this is going to spin off into something completely different. So literally, I want you guys to comment down below right now, and the person that gets the top comment is going to be the video that I start with for this series. Okay, it's going to be called Influencer Illusions, and essentially it's going to be a series basically going down the different aspects of social media that are literally just pure bullshit. All right, and this actually is a series that is inspired by Hannah Alonso. She's another creator here on YouTube, and she's done a series called Influencer Insanity, and I absolutely love that series. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a spin-off that. So definitely go check out her videos. I'm gonna link them down below. You guys are genuinely gonna enjoy her series as well. So like I said, comment down below what's something that you guys know is just not real on social media, or something that you always want to see a deep dive into or just a discussion about. And I will probably make a video about it, or more than likely do the first video on. I'm more than likely gonna make a video about all of it, but I just wanna know what you guys want to see the most, to see what would be something to do the first few videos on. So let's just get straight into it, okay? Shout outs to y'all for getting the video to 1.5 thousand likes. It took y'all way too damn long, okay? I'm not understanding. It shouldn't take that long. I'm not, come on, bro. Just as soon as you see the video, tap the like button, all right? And for those of you guys who got offended by my last video, genuinely, I don't give a fuck. Don't ever DM me again. Like, literally, I don't know who the fuck y'all think y'all is, but I'm not the one. I will be using some clips here and there of certain influencers, and you may feel offended that I use your clips, but honestly, it's really not that serious, okay? It ain't no shade, you feel me? Like, it's just, we all just having a conversation, you feel me? We all just having a conversation. So the first thing that social media has tricked us into believing that we all need to have is perfect nails. Now, I will say I'm one of those people because like I've been getting my nails done since I was 15. Like literally I've gotten a fresh set every 3 weeks to a month, literally for the past decade. So let me see, I'm 29 now, so I can't count, but literally since I was 15, I've been getting literally a filling, or a fresh set. So I'm one of those people, that's just a me thing, but at the same time, like I don't even get designs anymore because it's just like, when you get your nails done that much, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, like you don't need to go and get the crazy designs and the crystal diamonds on your nails and all that. Like I personally think it's a little bit too much. Why are we making our nails literally look like the zoo? Like I just personally don't get it. I feel like for some people it is a method of self-care. Like for me, getting my nails done is a self-care thing. But at the same time, I kind of like to just get in and get out. Also, I like my nails to look good for video purposes. Like nobody likes a busted down nail. Also, it's just like, I don't know. I like looking nice. I like my nails to look nice. I'm also one of those people, like if you see me in person, I usually have heels on. Like I'm dressed down to the nines. I just don't care to look that good on camera for real. Because it's camera. It's really not that serious. But in person, like usually if you see me, like I'm usually dressed up pretty well. But I feel like some people take it a little bit too overboard and then they bitch and cry and complain that they have no money. Like we do not need to be spending like $200 on a set. And then I know people that literally, they don't get fillings. They are literally getting a fresh set every single time. And then it's literally outrageous design. Social media has literally normalized the idea of people getting fresh sets because another thing is a lot of these social media, okay, especially these social media stylists, these nail stylists, they won't work on other people's design. So if you come in with like a set on and you need a filling, they're not doing a filling. They're taking off your whole set and putting on a whole new set. So you're already going to pay more if you already had nails on. And then you're going and you're getting a design on every nail. You're getting like them super long and then you're getting like freaking gems on them. It's just like, why? Like, first of all, how do you wash your cootie? I don't know. I just think it's extra and it's just so unnecessary. And it's another thing that social media has normalized. Like you'll be fine with just a gel coat of a really pretty color, but that's just my personal opinion. Social media has tricked us into believing is normal, but is genuinely not normal, is self-diagnoses. Okay, now a lot of you guys were mentioning this in my last video in my comment section, and we were talking about this in my personal inboxes on social media. And honestly, I think this is extremely problematic. Okay, I've been very open about my mental health on social media for years. Okay, I recently did TMS therapy, which is advanced depression therapy. I've taken meds for years. Like if you guys follow me on Instagram, I talk about my mental health like a lot more on there. And it's actually genuinely disturbing, okay? Borderline disgusting, honestly. How many videos have come out of people like, if you have adult this, if you have ADHD that, if you have anxiety, you may look like that. And it's like, I understand that this is supposed to be helping people, you know, discover if they have certain mental illnesses. But I hope you guys understand that this is not helping at all.
Here's 5 signs you're probably autistic. Number 1, you miss or don't understand when people are being sarcastic or passive aggressive or hinting towards something because you always just plainly say what you mean and you expect everyone else to. Number 2, you listen to music everywhere you go or always have headphones in, otherwise you're too overstimulated or overwhelmed by the people and the noises. It's life or death to like bring headphones. Number 3, you always mirror people's behavior back to them, even when you don't want to. So if you're like, oh, I'm not in competition with this person, or I'm not intentionally being an asshole, but my facial expressions are expressing that, it's because you're mirroring how they're acting. Number 4, you always spend time in the dark. Natural lighting is okay, but you get overstimulated by lights. And number 5, you're always told you're a good listener because you mirror people's actions back to them.
A lot of the symptoms that you guys usually describe can literally go towards many different mental illnesses. Self-diagnosing is very, very harmful. People need to go to legit mental health professionals in order to be diagnosed. You may think that you are bipolar, but you actually have a borderline personality disorder. You may think that you have anxiety, but you actually might be autistic. Like, there's so many different things that you might have, and there's so many different things that you may not even know about that you might have. And it's just crazy to me that because of social media and the things that they have normalized, people just be out here watching a couple videos, doing a couple quick Google searches, and think like, oh, I have this, I have that. And then they go around saying, oh, I have this, I have that. Oh, I'm overstimulated. And it's like, bro, you really might have something seriously wrong with you. And you just going around saying that you have these things because you watched a couple of TikTok videos. That is absolutely not normal. We need to genuinely stop doing this shit. It's actually genuinely dangerous. There's too many people out there walking around with like genuine mental illness and they don't know it. Like, they really don't know what's going on with them. And in retrospect, there's people that really don't have nothing wrong with them. It's just like genuine, like a lot of built up anger, a lot of built up stress, and it's manifesting in what looks like to be mental illness. But all they really need to do is stop dealing with these avid stressors. Like, in a general sense and in a more serious sense, it can turn into mental illness if they don't get it taken care of, if they don't take care of those stressors. But a lot of these people really don't have too much wrong with them. Like, a lot of these people, they're genuinely fine for the most part for now. But it's like, if they keep sitting here and speaking it into existence, if they keep sitting here, staying in these stressors, staying in these toxic situations, they can more than likely end up in a really bad situation. So it's like, bro, stop saying that you're mentally ill if you haven't gone to a professional. And I know there's a lot of you guys that are like, oh, well, doctors don't know everything. It's like, okay, so tell me exactly how do you guys want to lead your lives? Because you guys like to pick and choose when you want to listen to a professional. Okay, and I can't deal with that. I choose to listen to the people that have been to school way longer than me and chose to devote their life to the medical profession. That's just me. I understand a lot of them ain't shit. Trust me, if you guys been in my Patreon, y'all already know what my dad's been going through. So it's like, trust me, I know a lot of them ain't shit. But for the most part, when it comes to my mental health journey, I've had some really good experiences and I've had some really bad experiences as well. And for the most part, I feel like regardless of what your opinion is, you need to start with being diagnosed, okay, before you do anything. The next one is hauling. Oh my God, this could literally definitely be a video in itself. So like I said, y'all better type down below, let me know. Now, I know that this conversation could definitely go into the whole Shein, Team U debate. And listen, I love me some Team U. Y'all gonna leave me alone. I will rep Team U to the end of time. I just love it. And I understand that a lot of people have the whole ethical debate regarding that. I'm not even going to get into that because if that's the case, we all better throw our iPhones away and everything else, because at the end of the day, everything is made with cheap labor. And if we're going to bitch, cry, and complain about clothes, we better bitch, cry, and complain about electronics because all of it is made with slave labor. But that's for a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. We're talking about hauling, okay? The art of hauling has been popularized on social media for quite some time. It really started out on YouTube, but has spread to every other social media platform, from Instagram to TikTok. It's made the average person feel inadequate if they don't have more than 3 of something. Shit, more than 1 of something. An abundance of something. But people don't realize that it is not normal to have an abundance of one thing or many things, okay? The first example of this is clothes. You will see so many people out there with so many clothes. You see these influencers out here sitting here buying thousands of dollars worth of Shein, thousands of dollars worth of bath products, skincare products, makeup, wigs, all types of things, right? There's literally influencers out there that are dedicated to literally just hauling things, hauling products, doing reviews. But you guys need to understand, these influencers have a job to do. Their job is to influence you to buy these things so that they get a commission. And I feel like a lot of you guys forget what the point of an influencer is. Influencers are to influence. So I have a separate business called Media Hustle where I help influencers become influencers. And one of my main questions is always to ask them, what exactly do you want to do? Do you want to be a content creator? Do you want to be an influencer? Do you want to be a video creator? Like, what exactly do you want to be? Because all of that is different. A lot of people don't understand that there's actually a difference. It's not all the same thing. An influencer is someone that actually sells. It's actually someone that makes money from the content that they make. Not all influencers are actually aesthetic. Some influencers actually have horrible content. A content creator more than likely is a content creator. Their content is phenomenal, but that doesn't always mean that they're influencing you to buy a product. A video creator is just making videos, okay? They're aesthetically pleasing videos, you know? So mind you, you have to know what you're doing. An influencer is there to sell you shit. That's why they're always hauling shit. That's why, regardless of whatever it is that they have an abundance of. So when you're sitting here and you're aspiring to have 1,000 perfumes or 1,000 things of clothes because your favorite influencer has it, or 1,000 whatevers, understand that you can't sustain that, and it's not normal because it's not meant for it to be normal for you. At the end of the day, you're aligning that influencer's pocket because literally their goal is to get you to buy it so they can get a kickback. You feel me? At the end of the day, an influencer's job is to make money based off of the products that they are recommending to you. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that as long as they are ethical, they are disclosing that, and most importantly, they actually care about the products that they are advertising to you. For example, this video is sponsored by Raycon. I love my Raycons. I actually do use them every day. I don't even use my AirPods anymore. Like, legit, do I still carry them? Sometimes, but I literally religiously use my Raycons because I'm tired of how fast AirPods freaking die. It doesn't make any sense that AirPods die in like 2 to 3 hours, but my Raycons last like a week before I even have to charge them. You feel me? I use my Raycons. I don't promote anything that I don't fuck with, and if for whatever reason I don't mess with something or I don't like something, I'm not gonna promote it or I'm gonna take it down. But there's a lot of influencers that don't care about that. When it comes to the hauling situation, it makes a lot of people feel like, damn, like I feel bad because I don't have 1,000 pairs of jeans or a million purses in my closet or a bunch of wigs. And it's like, it's not meant for you to. Influencers are literally doing these things because they have the abundance, because it's their job to sell. Influencers are able to write off whatever it is that they buy because they are literally salespeople at the end of the day. We are allowed to buy these things and write them off on our taxes. Everything on this wall was a tax write-off. The couch that I'm sitting on right now is a write-off. The pillow, well, I got these from YouTube events. This was a sponsorship from Vistaprint like years ago. This is my merch. I bought it from my merch shop, but for promotional purposes. So this is a write-off. The camera that I'm filming on is a write-off. The mic that I have on is a write-off. Me getting my hair done actually could be considered a write-off, but I won't because technically I wear it outside of my videos. But there's some people that actually do write off their nails, their hair, their lashes, their makeup that they do for their videos. If you are a beauty guru, you can actually write off your makeup for a write-off. And I'm going to be talking about this more on my Media Hustle channel. Please feel free to subscribe. Everything is going to be linked down below. So don't feel bad that you don't have like 100 perfumes or like 100 purses or like an abundance of clothes in your closet, because it's not meant for you to have. Most influencers have all of these things because we are constantly taking photos and advertising these things to get commissions, because that's how we eat. Brings me to my next one, my favorite one, dripping in designer. Honestly, I can't tell you how many people I know really feel bad that they can't afford designer, because social media has literally tried to make them feel like you're not successful if you don't have designer. And I'm expanding on this from my last point from the last video regarding people feeling like they have to be perfect and feeling like they need luxury goods. Okay, so this is kind of like a step beneath that, right? Like where you need the Louis or the Hermes bag, or you know, you need to have like that Gucci belt or whatever the case may be. You know, like that's like your little stepping stone. And if you don't have that, that means you're not successful. I can't tell you how many people have literally tried to come at me on some, oh, well, you know, we thought that when you started to blow up, you were going to start wearing designer. Do I have designer? Yes. Do I care to flaunt my designer? No. The designer that I have, more than likely, you wouldn't even know that it's designer because I don't care to wear the logos. 2, even if that were the case, I don't care to make my subscribers feel bad. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of flashing around your wealth or your money because you have it. Like, I've never been that person. I just don't think it's okay. I don't think it's necessary. I feel like when you do things like that, it just makes people feel less than. On top of that, when it came to buying new designer, like, I just feel like, one, a lot of it is ugly. I like timeless pieces. And another thing, it was just one of those things where it was like, when I got like my biggest checks, it was just like, I just didn't feel right about it. Like, even when it got to a point where, like, I remember I got my biggest check and like, I could have spent like a good couple thousand on like this really nice bag that I wanted. And it was just like, bro, for what? You know, like, it's just like, I just didn't feel like it. So when it comes to a lot of these influencers, a lot of people don't understand, a lot of the shit that they buy is from DHgate. I've witnessed it, okay? I know that some of those influencers are watching this video right now. A lot of y'all motherfuckers be lying y'all asses off, and it's absolutely sad. It's actually deplorable. You guys are so fucking embarrassing, and it's sad because y'all sit here and y'all try to act like y'all big and bad. Y'all got all this money. Y'all got all of this, like, status, but y'all literally going on DHgate, y'all buying fake Louis boots, fake Louis bags, or whatever. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that if you're going to be real about it. But a lot of y'all really don't got shit. Y'all really just out here trying to make it seem like y'all got something, but y'all ain't got nothing. And that's why I don't like it. So it's just, y'all don't feel bad if you can't afford designer, because you could just go on DHgate, AliExpress, Alibaba, shit, Temu, and just get something that looks like the designer that you're aspiring to have, okay? And especially when it's one of those things where you have been bought into haul culture, and you more than likely have too much of something already. You really don't need that designer bag or even the fake designer bag anyway, okay? Because you probably don't wear the other ones that you have in your closet. So trust me, you don't need it even if you want it or even if you could afford it. And you need to also understand that the only reason that these influencers sit here and try to trick you into believing that you need this shit is so that they can sell you bullshit that you also do not need, because you are the product. And that's also something that I'm going to be talking about on my Media Hustle channel, okay? A lot of these people be selling you fake wealth, okay? They're not wealthy at all. They're not rich. They don't have shit. They're getting rich off of you by selling you these courses and all this extra shit, telling you that you're going to be rich and all that. Like, bro, you're not going to be rich or anything like that, okay? They did not make $100,000 last year selling blah, blah, blah. Like, they did not. You are the product. Trust me. This one really pisses me off. And I was honestly going to do a video on it this week, but I was like, you know what? I'll probably hold off on it. And it's being successful in your 20s. Literally having it all together in your 20s. This is literally one of the most unrealistic things ever. It is not normal to have it all together in your 20s. I will say I've had a very successful track in my 20s, but I've also had a struggling end of my 20s, which is actually crazy to me. So I've had the end of both sticks, but my early 20s was pretty damn successful. I did it all. So I got my BA, my MA, ran 2 businesses, probably made the most money in my life, probably made the most money that any 20 or early 20-year-old will make, but I also lost it all as well. And I'll probably be talking about that on my Media Hustle channel as well. So I'll say that I've seen both ends, but I'll also say that it's not realistic. What I've done is not realistic. What most people talk about they've done is not realistic. And I think it's extremely dangerous for people to peddle that. That's why when it comes to my business Media Hustle, I don't sit there and be like, how I made $10,000 last month. Like, I don't do that. It's extremely problematic, and it's extremely, like, insane to me how people just sit there and try to sell this shit. Like, It's not normal for people to do that. Is it possible? Absolutely. And I think there's nothing wrong with people sharing their story. But when you try to sell your story with, oh, I'll give you the formula to be like me, knowing damn well that you really can't sell that type of formula, is not only dangerous, but it's fucking a lie. Okay? Because that's not something that you could sell someone. I don't know anyone that's actually done that, sold the formula like that, and then have people actually become successful by doing that. Like, I don't see anyone doing that. Like, as a matter of fact, there's a lot of people that have come to me after buying these things and being like, yeah, I spent $1,000 on blah, blah, blah's course, and I thought I was gonna be just like her. I spent, $10,000 on this person's, master class, and, I thought that I was gonna be able to, sell real estate like that. And I'm just sitting there like, if I was a bad person, I'd be making a lot of fucking money right now. Like, do not listen to people that really tell you that they can sell a blueprint. It's one thing to give consultations, another thing to do an audit, another thing to give like tools. Tools is one thing, but anyone that's saying they can give you a blueprint, a roadmap, anything like that, do not listen to them, because it's not possible. Okay, it's one thing to tell a story, it's another thing to say they can give you exactly what they did, because it's not going to happen. Okay, it's not normal, especially in your 20s. Your 20s are for mistakes, your 20s are for saving, your 20s are for working. All right, and that brings me to the next one, the lie of passive income. Oh my God, I'm so sick and tired of people saying, oh my God, make money in your sleep. Don't do anything at all. Automated income. Make $10,000 each month by just doing this. Make $1 million by the time you're 25 by doing this one quick thing. Amazon automation, journaling, digital products. Yo, stop fucking lying. There's no such thing as passive income that does not require you doing. Man, y'all are stressing me out, bro. Y'all are stressing me out. Whoosh. Passive income is basically you putting all the work in for a good period of time and then it making money for itself in the long run. That's basically what it is, okay? You are not going to be able to make passive income unless you put in a significant amount of work in the beginning. Okay, for example, this YouTube channel and all my other YouTube channels will be a form of passive income if I decide to leave it alone one day. If I decide to leave it alone one day, okay? So realistically, if I don't post on this channel ever again, like say if I say, okay, guys, I quit YouTube, I'm done, I'm tired, I retire from YouTube. These channels will still generate income because I have hundreds of videos. But let's be real, how long have I been posting on YouTube? Like, I've been posting on YouTube for years. On top of that, I also have like affiliate codes and stuff, right, that I'm generating income from. So that's also a form of passive income. And that's another lie that they try to tell you guys. Like, oh, just set up affiliate codes. Affiliate codes are a great way to get passive income. How the fuck you gonna get affiliate income if you don't have an audience? They always skip the hard part. The hard part is getting an audience. You need to get an audience in order to get the income. Oh my God, I hate how they lie to you guys. Oh my God. You have to build an audience, okay? You can't get affiliate income. You can't get passive income without an audience. You have to get an audience, then you have to do the work, and then you get the passive income. You have to at least put at least a year to two, and that's if you're lucky, before you get it, okay? It's just, I don't know why they keep doing this. It's honestly, they're literally getting the money from you guys, from selling you guys a dream. And it genuinely infuriates the hell out of me. 50-50 relationships versus 100% relationships. If we're all being real, right? And I will say, everybody should know this outside of social media. Most relationships are 50-50 relationships outside of the internet, okay? With the exception of the people that are making a lot more money, or the people who live in places where the living threshold is a lot lower. You know, where like the rent is like $800 or whatever, like more than likely, yes, the cost of living is lower, but if you have like a virtual job where you're probably making $75,000 or more a year, you more than likely can support you, your wife, and like a kid or two on that, depending on how you're budgeting. But like really depending, you're looking at these food prices, let's be real. But like, let's be real, right? Living in this utopia where a woman doesn't work and sits at home and is barefoot and pregnant, does nothing, and the man just takes care of 100% of everything is just not realistic. I genuinely don't know why people think that that's like a normal thing. Like, I know that that's the aspirational goal, and I know that's something that everybody wants, but like, whether we're talking about white, black, Chinese, Hispanic, whatever, like that just, it doesn't really make any logical sense. Like, I don't know why y'all keep thinking that's real. Like, if we think about how our parents grew up, how our uncles, aunts, cousins, like if we literally step out of social media and we go into the real world, most people are going 50-50. And if it's not 50-50, it's usually like one partner is paying like the smaller bills while the other one is doing the bigger bills. Like that's what I've always seen. It's never been one partner's doing 100% of the payments while one is just sitting at home doing, you know, the child work and the homework and the cooking and the cleaning. Like, it's just very strange to me how all of a sudden we get on social media and we expect people to pay, we expect one partner, whether it's male or female, okay, whether they're living alone or they're married, okay, and I'm speaking very general here, to just pay 100% of the bill, take care of everything. Meanwhile, we know the economy's trash. Like, it's very strange. I don't get it. And I'm saying this as someone who has a partner that makes literally more money than me, and who knows that he's not going to expect me to pay much of anything. But at the same time, even if that were not the case, I grew up in a household where my parents did have most of like everything. But there was a point in time where my dad didn't work and my mom paid a majority of the things. And there was a time where it was the other way around. So it's like, but it always went according to whatever was happening in the household. So it's weird seeing these discourses online where people be like, oh, well, if I'm paying everything, I'm leaving. Well, if he's not paying everything, well, he's not a real man. Well, if she's paying everything, I don't feel like a real man. Or if it's like, what the fuck is going on? A lot of you guys don't deserve to be in relationships. A relationship is supposed to be a partnership and a union. If something as small as the woman can't pay all the bills, or the man has to pay all the bills, or I don't love him anymore, or I don't respect him, is something that is a tiebreaker for you, you guys don't need to be in a relationship. Some people fall on hard times. That man could lose that job in any given moment. Not everyone has $1 million sitting in a bank, and it's very hard to find someone that has $1 million sitting in a bank. Okay, luckily my man is very good at investments and shit, but a lot of people are not really good at investments and shit. I'm one of those people. Shit, I had a really good run and then I didn't. So it's just like, y'all need to understand, most people are not going to be lucky with finances or money or whatever the case may be, and not everybody's going to hit the fucking jackpot. Social media has a lot of you guys thinking that it's normal to find someone with $150,000 salary a year that's going to pay all your bills while you sit at home, order on fucking Amazon, take care of the kids, cook 5-course meals, knowing damn well all you know how to do is cook ramen and make cereal and just talk shit on social media all day. That's not realistic. It's not normal. Okay? Even though some of your faves do that, a lot of them, I guarantee you, is putting on a facade. I know for a fact they probably work from home. Okay? I know and guarantee that a lot of them are literally just pushing a lot of bullshit. Okay? A lot of them are in fake relationships. That's another one. I don't know why a lot of you guys refuse to believe that a lot of you guys faves are not in fake relationships. A lot of these social media couples are not real couples. A lot of them are literally putting on a show for you guys. Okay? So it's just like, stop sitting here getting in relationships or turning down really great opportunities that you have to be with someone great because they don't make enough for you. Now, I'm not saying getting someone that makes $50,000 a year, but then even at that, they still have the opportunity to make more. Like, that's the thing. There's some of y'all that are really turning down really great people out there because, oh, they make $50,000 a year. Bitch, you probably make 30. Like, that's why I'm trying to be like, in a combined situation, now y'all make 80. So I'm just, I'm just trying to understand. Like, some of y'all are really just not trying to look at the grand scheme of things. Income is not everything. Even though I understand that finances are usually what breaks a marriage, think of the other things, because some of y'all are not even on a marriage scale. Like, we're just dating, bro. Y'all just going out for coffee and y'all already like, oh my God, he makes $50,000 a year. Like, damn. Could he take you out for coffee first? Like, it's just... It's not normal to literally be thinking that you're just gonna be sitting home barefoot, pregnant, on some Nara shit. Okay, it's just not. Ooh, child, and that brings us to the next one. Okay, the lack of commitment. Let me just tell you right now, my middle name should be Blockiana because I block bitches left and right. I really don't care if you disrespect me, if you piss me off enough. Our relationship is jeopardizing my mental health, the way I feel. Inhibiting my work. Like, I will not hesitate to cut you off, but at the same time, it really depends on how long I've known you, our relationship, what you've done for me, what I've done for you. You know, like, some people have different privileges in my life, right? But at the same time, like, I cut people off left and right. Like, I take my self-care very, very seriously, and I don't take disrespect lightly. But at the same time, I feel like social media has normalized people just like being alone, and not having friends to the point where it's very detrimental to them. Like, it's actually pretty damn scary. Like, it's to the point where, like, people are so isolated, and it's like, it's come to the point where, like, people are actually making videos about, like, how isolated they are and how they have no friends. And I feel like there's a lot of other reasons for this. Like, of course, you know, the fact that we don't have third spaces anymore. Like, people aren't going to the parks. People aren't going to libraries. Like, our third spaces is pretty much our phones and social media, you know? So I get that there's a lot of other reasons for this, but I feel like it's kind of scary because, like, people be flexing about having no friends. Like, yeah, I ain't got no friends, and that's fine. I ain't got no friends, and I don't need nobody. And it's like, okay, like, I'm an asshole and I still have friends, and I be cutting people off. How there's absolutely no commitment to anything. Like, I feel like it's a little bit too normal that I go online and I see a story about, like, someone just betraying a friend, sleeping with their boyfriend or girlfriend, just being a conniving ass bitch. That's not normal. Like, if you're the type of person that's just out here thinking it's okay to betray friends, like, I can't tell you how many people I know, like, literally are with someone right now because they were their friend's ex or their cousin's ex or their brother or sister's ex. Like, y'all got lack of commitment. Like, y'all don't commit to nobody. Like, y'all have no morals. I don't feel no type of way that your boyfriend or your girlfriend is, like, your best friend's ex. Like, you don't feel no type of way about that. Like, that's, like, ugh. Like, no integrity. Like, social media has literally normalized the lack of integrity. And of course, the other lack of commitment would be, and I know a lot of people are gonna feel some type of way about this, but I generally don't care, but it needs to be talked about because this shit I don't like the normalization of this at all. But why is there so much more baby showers, but less weddings? Okay, like, this is ridiculous. I see more gender reveals, more baby showers, and all this other malarkey, but less graduations, less weddings, less legit couples. And it's not even just that. Like, it's just like people doing things that are showing, again, the lack of commitment, okay? And I know there's gonna be those people, because there's always those people, well, just because you're married doesn't mean he's gonna stay. That's fine, but at the same time, could we at least show some sort of genuine commitment instead of literally putting a child on this fucking earth? Like, you're telling me that you would rather commit to a child for the rest of your life than rather be committed to someone where you could literally just get an annulment or a divorce? I find that absolutely bonkers. Like, I just don't find, like, I feel like people really just be making excuses for that. Like, y'all really be confusing the hell out of me. Like, you'd rather bring a child into this earth than be committed to someone. It's easier to get out of a marriage than it is to get out of a child. I'm just saying, like, y'all really be out here just putting babies out on this earth, giving, like, literally giving anyone a child, literally putting your dicks into anyone, popping out babies for anyone, but oh, nope, marriage is where you draw the line. That's ass backwards. Like, it is ass backwards to me. And I think social media has a very big bearing on normalizing this behavior. I don't understand why, like, people don't find that an issue. You have a lot of people just dropping out of high school, dropping out of middle school. Even I do know a lot of middle school dropouts, believe it or not. And then you will have people like, oh, you know, you could do that anytime, finish on your own timeline. That's another one. Moving goalposts and moving goals, trying to be like, oh, well, it doesn't matter when it gets done as long as it gets done. I don't like that rhetoric. It gets me very mad. Like, okay, yes, it's okay if you don't graduate college in 4 years. Maybe it'll take 5, max 6. Like, when we talk about graduating college in 7, 8, 9 years, like, nigga, just quit. I'm sorry. You're wasting fucking money. If you're getting federal student aid, you're wasting the government's money. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's a fucking problem. That's not normal. Like, stop telling people that, oh, it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as it gets done. Like, it's one thing to start something late and finish late. I do not think that's an issue. But to literally start something at a regular time and literally take 10 years to accomplish it, that's not normal. Okay, stop telling people that's normal. All right, that's straight caca. All right, stop trying to make people feel better because they sat there and prolonged something, procrastinated something, continuously failed, kept getting back up because they sat there and did that to themselves. It's not because of adversity, okay? And that's the thing. There's a difference here. I don't want nobody to take my words out of context. I'm not saying that, oh, well, they had serious hardship and, you know, it was because of racism. See, now, if you really had a serious issue, you know, like homelessness, you couldn't pay for your semesters, makes sense. But there's a lot of people that sit there, they're partying, they're drinking, they're doing all this extra shit, and they know damn well there's a real reason that could have been prevented as to why they didn't pass school or whatever the case maybe, didn't get to where they needed to be. You need to literally go to hell. I don't want to hear no fucking reason as to why you couldn't finish that damn school in 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years. Okay, but it's just like, I'm tired of people moving goalposts for people talking about something. Oh, it doesn't matter if it took you 10 years to finish college, at least you finished. Suck my ass. Okay, stop wasting everybody's damn time and money. Okay, like that is freaking crazy. Somebody else could have been in that spot doing what you were doing in half the time. The lack of like commitment, the lack of just genuine seriousness with people genuinely jars me. And I feel like social media literally be out here normalizing this behavior, and it genuinely annoys my soul. Like, stop it. Like, and y'all can say whatever y'all want. I don't care. I graduated on time for all my programs. I graduated 4 years from a 4-year university, no more, no less. Same thing, I did an accelerated master's program. It took me 1 year, no more, no less. Okay, so don't say shit about me. Them the shits was hard. All right, moving on. Unrealistic dating standards, especially for people that are under the age of like 21. I feel like a lot of y'all be asking for too damn much, and I just don't understand it. Like, a lot of y'all be going on y'all first date and expecting a man or a woman to roll out the red carpet for you. There's no reason why you should be expecting ass on the first date. There's no reason why you should be expecting a steak dinner on the first date. I understand a lot of women have high standards on the first date, but at the same time, it's the first date. I don't think that a man should be spending more than like $200 or $300 on the first date. And even at that, that's probably even max. Okay, so maybe a steak dinner is not too much. But like, it's just like, how do I explain it? I feel like a first date should just be a first date. I wouldn't mind just having ice cream on a first date. I wouldn't even mind just going to the park on a first date because it's a first date. It's a first introduction. Like, a no money first date is not a problem. A steak first date is not a problem. But at the same time, I feel like there be some girls that be on some, I need to go on a shopping spree. I need to be flued out. I need to be like, whoa, why? He don't fucking know you. And then there's the men that expect to be laid the first night, and it's like, so you weren't doing this out of the kindness of your own heart? Trash, okay? See, but that's more for people my age, right? So I'm 29, so I'll say that's for the older people. For the people that are younger, I just feel so bad because it's just absolutely insane to me how there's literally people that are 21, 20, 19, 16, 15, and these boys are expected to take these girls on grown dates, okay? They're expected to take these girls on $200 dates, and that's literally their entire paycheck for like a month probably. Why? because of social media, okay? Social media has normalized a bunch of hype. Social media has normalized women getting luxury gifts and luxury items. They got these boys out here buying these women $100 palettes, bouquets of roses, big ass bears, and all of these things. Like, for what? For a girl that you're gonna be with for like max 6 months, probably gonna cheat on you with your best friend and then probably talk about it on TikTok and go viral. Like, seriously, let's be fucking for real. What is the point of that? Seriously, boys, if the girl literally wants all of that, just get rid of her, because she more than likely is not worth it. Just focus on yourself, king. Like, I'm sorry. And girls, the boy's broke, and so are you. I want an ice cream date to Carvel. Okay, Carvel, Cold Stone, whatever, pizza, that's normal. Applebee's, Ruby Tuesdays, whatever local restaurant, a diner, that's normal. Milkshakes, that's normal. Like, this whole bullshit of like, y'all be thinking that y'all are supposed to be going on $200, $300 dates, going on vacations, and y'all are like literally under the age of 21 is crazy to me. Y'all do not need all of that. Like, getting Jordans, that's another, even these boys be doing the most. Talk about they need Jordans. Bro, that shit, I need to shut the fuck up. My ex used to do that shit, talk about he wanted Jordans. How the fuck was I able to afford Jordans back then? I have no idea. That shit is not normal. Okay, that is literally an average child's paycheck. A pair of Jordans is literally taking up a whole paycheck. It is not normal to be able to get your boyfriend or your girlfriend Jordans or Yeezys at that young ass age. Okay, that is not a normal gift. Or an iPhone or a pair of AirPods. That's expensive. Save your money. Save your coin. You're not going to be with them forever. Okay, they're going to cheat on you. I've been there. Maybe that was a little personal. But anyways, trust me, it's not normal, okay? Get them something little, max $100, okay? And that's if you know they're not cheating. That's if you've been together for over a year. Because I guarantee you the relationship is not going to last. As much as you think it's going to last, as much as you think you love that person, you don't. With that being said, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for wanting the part 2. And like I said, 1.5 thousand likes to get Influencer Illusion series started, okay? So these 2 videos are going to be put into the playlist, and the next few videos are more than likely going to be specific topics that are going to expand on some of the topics that we talked about in part 1 and 2. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like my hoodie, it is part of the merch shop. This is my The Melt and Chill hoodie. I have different things in that collection. And yeah, make sure you guys go check out Raycon. Everything you need is going to be linked down below, along with my special discount code and link. I love you guys so very much. Check out my other channels. Everything you need is going to be linked down below. And I'm going to see y'all next time.